Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Thursday, Meditation Thursdays. So today I want to talk to you about forbearance. And we are going from the book of 365 Tao. I want to go ahead and light the incense as well. So here we go. Let's light the incense. Today is just a nice, different one. Man, I love lighting incense. Such great pleasure it gives me when I do so. It I don't know, it invokes this inner peace inside of me when I light incense. I guess it's the initial smell of the incense, but it's also and I don't smoke, I'm not a smoker, but the smell of it does something. So forbearance. I'm going to read a little bit from the book itself. So forbearance. Arctic breath coils the mountain, rattling the forest's bones. Raindrops cling to branches, jeweled adornment flung to earth. Trees in winter lose their leaves. Some trees even fall during storms, but most stand patiently and bear their fortune. What does that mean, really, when we read it from this book in particular? So, one of the last things it talks about is no matter what, we must always be true to our inner selves because we have to face the good with the bad. One of the things that, people always say, what do you want to hear, the good news or the bad news? And it's a 50-50 chance of what people really want to hear. Most people do not want to hear bad news. Forbearance. How do we deal with things in our lives when they're difficult? How do we deal with things in our lives when they're easy? Forbearance. Think about your life for a minute. What have you endured that was truly difficult, but now, reflecting back on it, it's made you a better person? Forbearance. When we think about tragedy, when we think about death, man, it really questions. Sometimes you even wind up questioning your faith, your beliefs. When a child dies, there is so much pain and turmoil. But when we think of it differently, everything has a purpose, including, I know you're going to hate me for this, including the death of a child, which is unfathomable. I can't even say it. It is unfathomable. I can't even say it. It is unfathomable. There it is. But we have to look at it a different way. we have to believe that that child served its purpose to bring joy when it was here with us, to bring that joy, that love, that caring into our hearts. We cannot understand why that child died, but what can we do? Let's say the child lived to be a year old or 6 months. It touched so many lives in that short term. It brought joy, happiness, sleepless nights sometimes. My I have two siblings that died. One was an infant. It was under a year old. And then my sister, who was a year older than me. I believe she might have been 4 years old when she passed. I believe she is my guardian angel. I think of her almost all the time. I should have died several times over, but I believe she is taking care of me. She is guiding me. She is my guardian angel. That's what I believe. The one that died under a year old, I never really remember. But she died for no reason. But for those of the ones, my mom and dad and my siblings who may have remembered her, I think I might not have been born yet when she passed. That it touched their lives. It made a difference in their lives. It brought happiness and joy to their lives. I don't remember my sister except me always holding her hand. I was told that we were always together, and when we were together, we were always holding hands. It's pretty interesting. And the day she died, she was not with me. She had gone to do something on her own. Forbearance. I miss my sister. What would have happened? Would I still be holding her hand today? I don't know. How close will we be? You know, siblings fight. They have differences. How can we learn from everything that's happened, the good and the bad? Forbearance. We need to find our inner strength to deal with anything that may happen or may not. We have dreams, but we need to not be afraid to move forward with our dreams. We need to always be present, to be there, to understand that we have something to give to this world. I want to talk to you about the beauty that you have inside of you, that inner power, and how we can meditate to bring it to the forefront, to bring it out, to shine even better. And that is through our breath. You know, babies breathe correctly. They breathe correctly. That's why babies can go swimming right away. Why? They were 9 months, for the most part, in water. and they understand how to breathe, how to hold their breath. So many adults can't hold their breath for 60 seconds. By the way, that's not a long time to hold your breath. So, one of the things you want to consider is prolonging the breath that goes in and then holding it and then breathing out. The toughest part for most people is after they've exhaled and gotten rid of all their breath, is not to breathe again, to gasp for air, to grasp it. And actually, what they do is gasp because they breathe out and then have to breathe back in. So, part of your meditation practice should be to find out how long you can hold your breath. So, you're going to breathe in. Let's do a count of 4 today. You're going to breathe in for 4, hold it for 4, exhale for the count of 4, and hold it for 4. Like I've said before, you want to increase that number and do it for a week. Do it for a week, maybe 2 weeks. And then the following week, you go one number up. So maybe you go 5. And then down the line, this may take several months, even before you get to a hold of 10, and then go for 15. Who knows how long it'll take? But if you don't do it, you will never know how long you can hold. So let's go for 4 count. Ready? I'm going to use my fingers to count. So it's going to be a 4 count. 4 count up with the breath, inhale. 4 count, hold. 4 count, exhale. 4 count, hold. 4 count, inhale. Ready? So if you're listening to this and not watching me, start counting. Here we go. Breathe in. That was 4 count breathing. Some people think that my count's too long, but hey, to me that was 4 count. What are you doing today to empower yourself? I ask you to make your life worth living. Work on yourself every day, not just Thursdays. I meditate every single day. Every day I am up way before most people are up. Why? It's my time. That's why. There's no one around. No one's making a sound. And by the time people are waking up, I'm looking for lunch because I've been up that many hours. So sometimes, for the most part, I'm up around 4:30, 4:45. Other days, I'm up at 3:15, 3:30. And it's not because I put an alarm. It's because my body says, get up and do something. So I start with my gratitude. I take a nice, cold, long shower. And in the shower, I do my prayers. I go through my gratitude. I am grateful to be alive. After that cold shower, I am heated up, and people are like, whoa, how can you be heated up after a freezing cold shower? Because your body learns to adapt. The cold shower, they have this thing called 75 hard. A lot of people do it for 75 days and then they stop. And then they have to do it again. I've been doing cold showers for a very, 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 very long time. There does not go a day that I don't. What can I say? There doesn't go a day that I don't work out. Every day for me is about me first so I can help others. Do the same for yourself. If you have children, we have to take care of our children, but number one person is you. Take care of you first. That means, yeah, you may be tired, but get up an extra couple of minutes and have you time. You need that in your life. Thank you. God bless. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Make sure to have yourself an exceptional, exceptional day. Goodbye for now.